Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to the Basement Card Collector. Today's video is going to be a video response for our buddy Eddy at Eddy's Cardboard Chaos. He is having a VR to celebrate 5 years on YouTube, and he is asking us to make a video response showing 5 cards that go together. And so what I have here for you is a couple cards behind the screen. But before we get to that, I'd like to just take a little time to talk about Eddy. He is sitting at 793 subscribers as I record this, which is a huge number, almost to 800. He is also, like I said, 5 years in. He is a collector. He's out in Seattle. So I have a couple cards here that just remind me of Eddy and his collection. He's a big Sean Kemp collector, and which is also cool because Sean Kemp went to high school about 15 minutes from where I live right now. So that's kind of a cool. So he's a Seattle Supersonic fan. Here's my only other Seattle autograph, Hall of Famer Lenny Wilkens. Eddy, do you have one of those? He's a great TTMer, you probably do, but that's my only one on his Seattle card. And Eddy is also a collector of pitchers that throw the knuckleball, and Charlie Huff is one of those. That's a great photo, I think. A very late card in the Charlie Huff career, but Eddy is a collector of knuckleball pitchers. Back to the VR. Do give a look to his channel if you are not familiar with Eddy already. But this is also kind of cool. He sent me this a long time ago. He had some cards made up, signed it, and there's a picture of him on that 2023 design. All right, let me show you what I have here, and I will see if you can guess before I get to the end what these cards have in common. And Eddy did ask for 5 for the 5 years, but I'm going to have to stretch that a little bit, and I think you'll see why here in just a second. First player, I have some autographs on some things. His name is Art Keisner. Signed a sticker card for the Angels for me. Okay, let's see if we can't stack these up here. So player number 1, Art Keisner. Player number 2, Tom Egan on the 1975 Topps. Okay, so let's see if we can slide these over. Player number 2, catcher, Tom Egan. Okay. Cards number 3 on a 1981 Topps. Now this is a little unique. Bruce Fleming. That's right, Hall of Famer Bruce Fleming. I had him sign the Houston Astrodome sticker card. So not really player number 2, but card number 3. 2 players and an umpire. What do those 3 guys have in common? What if I have another card, a little newer card? How about a guy named John Russell, catcher for the Texas Rangers on the 91 Topps? Can you guess what we're going with here? John Russell. How about one more catcher on that same Topps year, actually? Mr. Mike Stanley. So there we have 4 catchers, an umpire, and I've got a couple more clues, and that's our 5. So here's why we kind of had to stretch it a little bit. How about, what if I tell you I have an autograph of a pitcher turned pitching coach, Mr. Tom House? How does Tom House connect to the catchers and umpires? We'll put Tom House over here. I have a teammate of why these guys are all connected. How about Mr. Frank Tanana on the 76 Topps? Okay. And then I have one more clue that will probably tie it together if you haven't put this together already. I have a picture signed by Reed Ryan here on the 91 score, and I think this card probably gives it away if you haven't come up with it yet so far. All of these players, the catchers behind Reed Ryan, the Bruce Fremming autograph, John Russell, Mike Stanley, Tom Egan, Art Keisner, they were all catchers, and the son of Nolan Ryan. The catchers all caught no-hitters thrown by Nolan Ryan. And I have a couple other little clues here that just kind of add to the connection of a little project I'm putting together. Here's Tom House. He was the pitching coach for Nolan Ryan, so I got him to sign a couple cards, but I also had him sign this Nolan Ryan Pacific set with him kind of in the, looks like in the bullpen. We have a couple other cool cards here. Here's a picture, here's a 92 Donruss of Goose and Nolan. And we actually got this from our buddy Alan at Collecting Maddox. And then here is an Art Howe card. He was I think he played second base for the 1981 no-hitter. Now, of course, Nolan has thrown 7 no-hitters in his career, and he has all kinds of cool accomplishments in his days. But for Eddy's 5 cards that go along with each other, that go together with each other, I'm working on a Nolan Ryan project where I actually have one more letter sent out to another catcher named Ellie Rodriguez. He caught one of those no-hitters in the Angel portion of Nolan's career. Art Keisner caught the first one. Tom Egan caught one. And so the one I'm working on, the catcher for the 1981 game was Alan Ashby. I don't have one of him, and so I thought it was cool. I got the home plate umpire of the 1981 no-hitter. How cool is that? And then he also signed the 1981 Topps, which is pretty cool, for the year. And John Russell and Mike Stanley, of course, caught those latter 2 of the 7 while they were in Texas together. So what I have back here is my only Nolan Ryan autograph to this point, but I'm going to be working on, I would like to get the last 2 catchers, an Alan Ashby autograph and this Ellie Rodriguez, and I would have a autograph of all of the catchers. I have an umpire from the home plate umpire 1981, which is super cool. A few teammates, a really cool return from Reed Ryan, the son of Nolan Ryan, and he also signed those Pacific cards, which is pretty cool. He also was a pitcher. He also was drafted by the Rangers there in the late 90s, early 2000s, I feel like. But that 91 score is super awesome. So I'm going to be hopefully getting a little larger Nolan Ryan autograph, maybe an 8x10. I'm just still trying to pick the photo that I want, but I thought it's a nice little update on a project I've been working on for a long time. And there are several pieces, and the big piece, if you will, would be just a really cool photo, or I'm not quite sure what I'm looking for, but I'd like to get a really cool, maybe 8x10, and then do a big frame of all these cards kind of together. So Eddy's VR was, I thought, a great time to kind of showcase these cards and these things we've been getting back and collecting for a good while now. So Eddy, congrats on the 5 years of being on YouTube. It's super cool. You just do a lot of cool things for the community. I love your free Jackie Robinson cards for your kids at school. Being a fellow educator, I think it's cool when you can get kids to talk about baseball cards or even get baseball cards, let alone Jackie Robinson cards, which are super fun. So congratulations, Eddy. 5 years, super cool. You're almost 800 subscribers, which is even cooler. Just a lot for 5 years. So great job. Congratulations. Thanks for having this VR. And congrats. Thank you. Thank you for hosting it. Thank you for watching. And we will see you next time.